of what a peaceful tomorrow will be.
Jadi Perserikatan Bangsa-Bangsa PBB mereka setuju dengan Vision of Peace punya misi dan visi bahwa perdamaian perlu kita usahakan apalagi dengan anak-anak. You said that you're very concerned with peace and children. What motivates you to want to do the social thing?
Okay. I grew up in a home where my father and mother were committed to their community. My father was a rabbi, but he extended and opened the door of our home to people of every faith, of every ethnicity. Nobody was ever turned away. The most important lesson that my parents taught me was peace needs to be pursued, embraced every day. Civility is not a God-given gift. It's not part of the human genome. It's something we need to learn, we need to commit ourselves, we need to practice every day of our life, wherever we are and with whomever we engage.
Belajar dari orang tuanya dari masa kecil dan berharap bahwa semua orang pada tahu bahwa sivilitas perdamaian itu harus dilakukan dan diusahakan. Tidak bisa yang hanya duduk diam saja dan ya sudah, lakukan saja dan berharap berdamai seperti itu. What you're doing is very amazing and everything, but everybody knows that Visions of Peace has to do with lots of money. This is not an easy job. How do you get the money to make Visions of Peace possible?
I have found that when we have shared the mission of the Visions of Peace initiative, individuals are moved and want to support this initiative. And when I explain what the motto of Indonesia is, they feel, as do I, this motto in a violent world needs to be shared, and we have to all become advocates for peace. And so the money, the financing is forthcoming, and I wish that more countries would join in this very important initiative, which is why we did the Peace 20 in Bali.
Visions of Peace ini kan membawa misi perdamaian. Jadi menurut Princess Cheryl Halpern, untuk mendapatkan pendanaannya tersebut, biasanya orang-orang saat mendengar kata perdamaian itu mereka menjadi welcoming. Jadi kata dia cukup mudah untuk mendapatkannya, tapi berharap semoga bisa terus berlanjut seperti itu, dan semakin Visions of Peace makin banyak, makin terus berjuang untuk perdamaian, dapat banyak lagi dan bisa terus menginspirasi. He said that we heard that you just launched a book. Perhaps I don't know where I got the source for. He said, so does the United Nations involved in the financing the money?
The United Nations does not finance Visions of Peace. However, the United Nations is concerned about peaceful initiatives. And they're concerned when there are initiatives that encourage peace for the younger generation, the future vanguard, to learn and express themselves with their vision of peace. So the book that was launched and was shared at the United Nations celebrates the 5 years that the Visions of Peace initiative has engaged with children, asking them to share their dreams, their visions of what a peaceful tomorrow will be.
Jadi Perserikatan Bangsa-Bangsa PBB tidak mendanai sama sekali ya Visions of Peace ini, tadi sudah dikonfirm. Tapi mereka setuju dengan Visions of Peace punya misi dan visi bahwa perdamaian perlu kita usahakan, apalagi dengan anak-anak, terutama di Indonesia juga. Nah, mereka membantu secara mensupport, memberikan waktu seperti kemarin Princess Cheryl baru dari Amerika, karena emang tinggal di Amerika Serikat di New York ya, baru saja melaunching buku karya anak-anak ini yang ada di 72 kota di launching khusus di PBB. Jadi mereka memberikan support seperti di launching dan seperti itu, tapi untuk pendanaan tidak. Or do you think encourage them to do the bad things on social media? Do you think it's peer pressure that makes them want to do it?
This is not a question that is unique to the juvenile offenders here in Indonesia. Social media has a very negative profile around the world, particularly with the gaming that is promoted. For example, there is a game that is meant for young children called Daddy and Me. And the young child gets points when Daddy drops him off at a park, and he then goes ahead and starts beating up the other young children in the park. That game encourages antisocial violent behavior. And it means that parents need to be more involved with their children. They need to listen to their children. Teachers in schools need to be more aware of bullying and cyberbullying, and they have to engage more effectively with their students. And the same goes for leaders of faith. The ministers, the imams, the pastors, the priests, all need to teach the golden rule again and again and again in order to counter the negativity of social media.
Jadi salah satu contohnya adalah beliau mengatakan banyak sekarang game-game yang memberikan kita poin saat anak-anak itu membunuh atau menembak atau apapun yang berbau kekerasan di dalam game itu. Nah, salah satu contohnya itulah yang katanya beliau bahwa di saat seperti itulah, saat seperti ini orang tua mesti lebih involve lagi ke anak-anaknya, mesti lebih perhatian lagi, mengedukasi mereka bahwa itu hal yang tidak boleh dilakukan, dan mengedukasi mereka tentang aturan emas itu tadi yang lakukan kepada sesama seperti yang Anda ingin lakukan kepada orang lain, dan juga sebaliknya saat-saat seperti ini aturan emas makin harus lebih digaungkan katanya, melihat globalisasi dan media sosial dan game-game seperti itu. So you think the parents really have to look at the children when they're playing in Indonesia? Yeah.
In fact, in the United States, the Mayo Clinic and the Cleveland Clinic, two very important medical organizations that deal with pediatrics, with children, have set guidelines for parents to affirm that the children need to be seated when they're using the smartphone or the media, where what they watch, what they are doing can be observed by the parents. There's too much at risk if we don't know what they are doing.
Bahkan katanya 2 klinik paling terkenal di Amerika saja sudah memberikan rekomendasi mereka bahwa bila ada anak mau menonton menggunakan gadget mereka, orang tua harus dapat dalam jarak pandang orang tua. Karena sudah sangat bahaya katanya. Kita harus melihat benar-benar apa yang mereka nonton, apa yang mereka mainkan, dan lain-lain. Sudah sangat terlalu bahaya. Jadi harus benar-benar dilihat. What do you think should be done to these children? Because right now when they are playing games, they are watching TV, the parents told them to stop and they will say they don't care. What do you think we should do?
You know, I'm a grandmother and I've got 13 grandchildren. And my children know that when it is time to sit at a table and have dinner together, there's no smartphone, there's no laptop that is on. They take both away, and they are very engaging parents, and they follow what I said is the guideline that nothing should be done behind closed doors that parents could not see, because whether it is violence, sexuality, hatred, cyberbullying, it cannot be allowed in a home, in an apartment. You have to be aware, and yes, it takes more involvement by parents, teachers, older children with their younger children, and younger children watching the older children. We're all responsible for one another.
So, kata beliau adalah bahwa salah satu yang harus dilakukan adalah beliau ini sudah mempunyai 13 cucu katanya nih. Dan anak-anaknya tahu bahwa saat makan di meja makan mereka tidak boleh menggunakan gadget sama sekali. Itu hal pertama. Hal kedua adalah itu tadi yang guidelines yang diberitahukan oleh 2 klinik terkenal di Amerika tersebut, bahwa apapun yang anak-anak tonton, yang anak-anak lihat harus dalam jarak pandang orang tua. Kenapa tidak boleh di dalam kamar sendirian? Karena itu saat yang sangat rentan untuk mereka melihat yang tidak sesuai umurnya, kejahatan, kebencian, dan juga seksualitas yang tidak sesuai dengan umurnya. Oke. Terima kasih. Thank you.